Good morning, it's 8:44. Welcome back to a great day for this Monday, 6th day of April. We have Mary Kate Knobel and Emily Bremeyer joining us here at the desk, Jackie. And there is a fashion show going on up at Iowa State University. Did you hear about this?
We are now, and it's happening, like you said, this Saturday coming up, so we need to know the details. So welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here this
Tell
morning.
us about Iowa State having a fashion show. For some people that might be watching, going, wait a moment, Iowa State has a fashion show?
Absolutely.
Why so?
A lot of people are surprised to hear that we have a fashion show and that it's so large.
That's why we said Iowa State has a fashion show.
Ames, Iowa. Exactly. This is going to be our 33rd year having a show.
33rd year?
Yes, and it has grown tremendously throughout the past years, and even this year, comparison to last year.
Why haven't we heard about this before? A lot of people haven't heard about this before.
That's why we're here. We want to tell everyone.
That's good. So where do all these designs come from then?
Sure. So everything in the show is student designed. We have 65 designers this year that will be having pieces walk down the runway.
So ISU has like a fashion design?
Yes. Apparel merchandising and design is the program.
Okay.
So
Emily says, oh yes.
Oh yes.
You guys involved heavily with it, I imagine.
Yes, we are both merchandising students, so not part of the design world, but definitely merchandisers, and our program has just grown tremendously even in the last 4 years that I've been at Iowa State.
Wonderful. So this gives students an opportunity to show off their designs.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Student designers can submit entries that are then judged by 4 industry professionals. We had that 2 weekends ago, and then anything that is accepted will walk down the runway. And then merchandising students typically get involved with committees and director roles, kind of planning the event. So it allows all students in our program to get involved and really work on have professional experience.
That is really cool. See, I never knew you guys had this going on.
There you go. Now it's happening this Saturday.
Yes, correct.
Can anybody come and watch it?
Yes, yep. Tickets are available online at Ticketmaster or at the university box office at Stevens Auditorium. So we encourage anyone to come. It's a fun event, very creative, and we really like to get the audience involved.
Emily, what made you go to Iowa State? Of all the schools in the world, what made you go to Iowa State to get this education?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've always been on campus. My dad is an alum of Iowa State University, and so we would always come up for basketball games, and finally when I went on my official tour, I just fell in love with the campus all over again.
It is a cool place.
It is.
It's wonderful. So we want to take a sneak peek of what people can experience this Saturday with the fashion show, and I understand you brought some looks with you this morning.
Yes,
okay.
we brought some designers.
All right, well, let's do it. So these are designs that you will see this Saturday, or an
Correct.
example of ones. Okay. Were they put together by students as well?
Yes, all of these were designed by students as well as student models. All of our models for the show are students at
All
Iowa
right, well, let's
State.
get the fashion show started, shall we? Let's take a look at the first.
Yeah, so first our model Abby, she is wearing a collection by Sally Stringham, one piece of the collection by Sally Stringham, and the title is Bex.
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 What does that mean?
The designer came up with the name and
Actually,
kind of everything.
The senior designers take a class, a collections class, where they work through an entire process, creating a collection, working with the target market, and then coming up with their source of inspiration. So
Doing
this
lots
is,
of research.
Yeah, one example from the senior collections
very
class.
interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at another design from a student's. Amazing that students have come up with this. I mean, it's very
All so
fashion
unique
forward,
from
very
each other.
fun.
Okay, this is AJ, and then AJ is wearing Kuwar. Actually, the previous model designed this piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is really cool. So this collection is 4 students, 2 males and 2 females, and her inspiration was really activewear and something casual, so really wearable, kind of a unique approach to that. So
Something for everybody.
Exactly.
The ladies and the guys. Nice. These are, I mean, things you would see
yeah,
in a department store now.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think that's one of the coolest things about all the different designs is some are more activewear focused and some are higher ends, like couture gowns. So really all across the board, which really adds to kind of the diversity of the show.
Wonderful. All right, taking a look at another look you could possibly see this Saturday.
Yes, this is Maggie, and Maggie is wearing a streetwear outfit done by Stephanie Sorensen. So a 2-piece, something very wearable again for summer. The fabric was actually digitally printed by the designer.
Really?
So she designed the fabric herself, and then the technology that we have at the university allowed her to print it there.
Wow.
See, you're able to take advantage of all the latest and greatest,
Yeah.
aren't you?
That's one thing our program's really proud of is all the technology that we have and continue to keep growing with.
I'm still just amazed that Iowa State has this going on. You know,
Yeah.
I thought I knew everything about that joint, but apparently not.
Didn't always go down the fashion
I
field.
gave them enough of my money, you'd think I would know. So.
There's a lot of students involved. We have 100 students on a committee, 30 directors, there's 4 on the producer team, 55 student models, and about 65 student designers.
It's a big operation.
So
A
do
lot
you-
of people.
So, like, are buyers invited to things like this, or does anything come from this fashion show with the students, or is it
we-
just getting, experience doing
Yeah,
something
exactly.
like this?
We do have an alumni event before the show where alumni from the industry that were a part of this program come back and speak with students, as well as our guest designer is from the industry. So that's kind of how we get professionals involved as far as that. But no, typically it's just a great way for students to showcase their designs and have this for their portfolios.
Now,
things like that.
just curious, does Paul Rhodes know you guys have this design studio going on, the head coach of the football team?
We'd love if he'd come.
And even Hoiberg, because they need to have you guys come over and do some stuff to make some really interesting uniforms, or
We'd
at
be
least
there.
approach them. So that
Yeah.
is very cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, we have a couple more models
Okay.
we want to take a look at these student designed outfits. So coming up next, we have
We have Mitch, and he is wearing a collection by Colin Bear, and it is titled Foss. So yeah, there's some really cool elements to the jacket.
I could see cameraman Tom wearing that.
wow.
Yeah, our menswear category has really strengthened within the past couple of years. A lot more designers are entering garments into that category. And actually, I don't know if we had mentioned this, but it is a competition, the show. So there's monetary awards that students can win at the end based off of the different categories.
Oh, okay.
So menswear is one of the categories.
See, I think that vest you take over to Gino Clothing and say, Frank, take this to the Carhartt people. Yeah. That's very cool. Yeah, that looks very cool. All right.
That is.
Awesome.
All right, well, we don't want to miss out on our last model of the morning. And just a reminder, folks, this is a fashion show, a big fashion show coming up this Saturday at ISU. And tell us a little bit about this final look.
Yes, so this is Rio, and she is wearing Ascendance by Lauren Stromberg, and it is part of the fiber art category. So the fabric was completely hand dyed and hand stamped.
Wow.
This was?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Very, very pretty.
Very
Also
impressive.
printed in the College of Design, so use some of their technology.
Everybody working together. That's the coolest part.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Well, thank you to all of our models for coming in bright and early this morning, and just a taste of what you can see this Saturday at ISU. So give us all the details again if people are wanting to go check it out.
Yes, so our event is this Saturday, April 11th. Tickets can be purchased online at Ticketmaster or at the box office at Stevens Auditorium. Doors open at 6, and then the runway show starts at 7.
There you go.
Yes.
Alright.
Take a look at our models again one more time, and want to thank them for coming out here. Great job, everybody. That was very cool.
See some up-and-coming designers
And a
this
fashion
weekend.
show at Iowa State. Who would have thought that? But it's only been going on 33
Yeah.
years, folks. So
Yes.
that is great. Well, thank you. Great
Yeah,
job,
thank you, ladies,
Thank
for
you
your
so
help
much.
this
Thank you
morning.
so
Coming
much
in.
for having
Yeah,
us.
very
Thank
fun
you.
event.